gone. Baby, help! Help! Marge! Marge knows! Marge!
Yes. Yes, you look just the type. I found the culprit. Tell that to...
Did you heed no one to keep them? Not my eggs, our eggs! All the family, all the eggs, every last...
They were stolen! The babies! The eggs! Something big! Big as a cow! Big as a house! And many, many legs! Too many! If I showed you, you could bring them back! You could bring them back! Map! Show me your map!
In a flurry of feathers, she leaps up and picks a small hole.
That's where they are! I went after my babies, I saw where they went! But they've changed so much! Bring them back! Baby's gone! Stolen eggs! Help! Horror! Big as a cat!
The kid is whistling and...
not too out. Seen Ben Mesd. Ooh. Baron won't like...
The kid shoves... Be grateful that you don't feel the need. The kid is whistling.
Get yourself in check, boy.
The older-looking magistrate...
Halt, Scaleskin! What word do you bring?
His face goes pale.
The Voidwoken come.
Hush, Feder. Be quick, mind. He's set to sail any moment.
He nods his head and then...
As long as you stay put, you'll be safe.
Speak. Are you sure? Them sorcerers from the caravan...
Driftwood is most... The void, though. It's closing in. Voidwoken roam the land and pollute the... As long as you stay put, you'll be safe.
Are you sure? Them sorcerers from the caravan?
The silent monk's stitched lips are the colour of sea ice. The expect...
You're fine as long as you don't
The silent monk.
This town doesn't look much equipped to entertain a noble woman like myself. Pity.
Oh, we dwarf!
The dwarf keeps singing his wistful tune, oblivious to your presence.
Heavens to Bessie, another one. More queer folk than commoners in Driftwood these days. Plain as just look it anyway. Tavern's just down, 'cause that's what... Don't know what...
Maybe I'm glad I ain't pulling carts of stinking fish round no more. But what's a beast to do if here's hoping?
Good day to you, madam. Hope the morning finds you well fed.
My word, but you do look have at it. Got yourself situated.
Yes.
together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not while you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, Ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not while you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, Ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Have you anything that will protect against cold like?
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. Or void walking. God knows what'd stop those beasts.
Cold steel it is, then.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not while you're buying anything.
Yep.
I don't come visit you, Ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think... You needing supplies? Nothing more?
Divine order to march against the ancient empire!
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Don't come over. Not while you're buying anything.
I don't come visit you, Ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
executes 24 noblemen for insubordination.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Until later, then.
The Silent Watcher's jaws clench and slacken again and again for no... swaying lightly from side...
Culprits, latest news! Many a latest, my friend. The war, the bishop, the queen. What tickles your fancy? Jolly Justinia. Here's 20 or... You ask me, and I say, ain't looking to... Don't need to tell 7. Say, kill them all, I mean... Latest news! Many a latest more. Ain't looking to... Don't need it 7. Kill them all, I mean... Jolly Here's 20 or so noble... You ask me...
I don't come visit you, ton. Who will?
Wars are brewing. Special prices for you. War is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't talk about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination!
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Ah.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Alexander was slain by seekers! Culprits still at large!
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't talk about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination!
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't talk about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. It's not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Ah.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 nobles.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
War's a brewing. Special prices. War is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
Nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Bishop Alexander was slain by singers. Culprits still at large.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Divine order to march against the ancient empire!
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such
You're
filth?
safe among friends. Never forget.
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Ah.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it. Buying or selling? Capital. Good luck to you.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over.
Tell me,
Not like
have
you're
you heard
buying
any
anything.
news?
Nothing
don't come
good.
visit
The void
your
woken are everywhere.
Who will?
Thank the
Wouldn't
divine
you
you're
like to
here to
know?
protect us.
Yes, of course.
Keeping it together, Bree. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
What?
Wars are brewing, my friend. Special prices for... War is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Nothing good. The void woken are everywhere. Thank the divine you're here to protect us.
Yes, of course.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
We just execute
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you
Tell
like
me,
to know?
have you heard any news?
Nothing good. The Voidwoken are everywhere.
Keeping it together.
Thank the Divine you're here to protect us.
Yes,
You're
of
safe
course.
among friends. Never forget it.
Bishop Alexander was slain by Seagulls. Culprits still at large.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it. Wars are brewing, special prices. War is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
Keeping it together.
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Ah.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Buying or selling? Capital. Good luck to you.
Keeping it together, Bree. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Bishop Alexander was slain by Seagulls. Culprits still at large.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Nothing good. The Voidwoken are everywhere. Thank the Divine you're here to protect us.
Yes, of course.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Against the ancient empire!
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right,
Nothing
as
less
long as
than
I don't
wisdom
think
and
about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Bishop Alexander was slain by singers! Culprits still at large! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen!
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
There's a lot of call for the junkie, sir.
What? Nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients. And
Vapid friction along the margin of the fan.
Hear ye! Bishop Alexander was slain by singers! Culprits still at large!
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations.
You're safe
We've
among
got to take what we can get.
Never forget it.
Keep talking, Wolf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell's floor.
Ah.
Divine order to march against the ancient empire!
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Do anything that will protect against Voidwoken.
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. Voidwoken? God knows what stop those beasts.
Bishop Alexander
Cold
was
stealing.
slain by singers! Culprits still at large!
nothing less than the wisdom of nations.
That reflection, you're keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Oh, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree. You're safe among friends. Never forget.
Alexander was slain by singers. Culprit stood at large.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Bishop Alexander was slain by singers. Culprit stood at large.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget.
Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town.
Keeping it together, Bree.
It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
You're
Keep
safe
talking,
among
dwarf, and you'll end up eating
Never
sawdust from a cell floor.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Keeping it together, Bree. You're safe among friends. Never forget. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
I don't come
Buying or selling? Capital. Good luck to you.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen.
Keeping it together,
for
Reed.
insubordination.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Divine order to march against the ancient empire.
Keeping it together, Reed.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Yes.
Alexander was slain by seekers. Culprit still at large. Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Keeping it together, Reed.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among
I've enough strife trying to earn a bit of coin without having the likes of you eyeballing me.
Don't let up now. Keep hauling that cargo. Go on, you mute sacks of flesh. Put the Lord
The Magister stops, barking orders. He sniffs the air like a predator, turns to face you. The wolf...
You do tell me. Have you ever been strung up by the hands? Your body swinging like a bell's clap? Of course you have.
He licks his lips.
See, I'd like to string you up too. Rack you with rods and leave you dangling over a puddle of your own blood and piss. Oh, no, there was a whiff of something in the... Best convince me I was mistaken.
He leans in closer.
Interesting. Very well. Seems, but they do. Consider for a moment I've need of a rat catcher. Of course.
Stay behind? But I've my orders.
Like I said. And with that, I must be off. No hard feelings about the death threats, of course. How about we part shaking hands instead of stringing them up? One last thing. Should this happen, adieu and good luck. The Lord Dread awaits. The use of the gallows, I pass on to you. The time has come, my stitched-lit lovelies. We set sail. Get on board and man your stations.
Quite savvy.
Left behind like a dog.
The Magister is rubbing the dirt off his robes. None the worse for wear, apparently.
You! The supposed source... A man of stature, here I... Now answer me. Did you meet with the Magister by the Bishop Voidwoken? Raymond, that old goat. Always suspected there's more. Too many things have gone wrong. Rumour has it the Dwarvian Queen herself is behind these acts of sabotage. That is what I want you to prove. There's a local It may be interesting. It's wild. Should you find any such place, and better yet, they've all... You know what Queen just... In that case. In short, should any such chance grab it. Here I still am. Any guess? In short, should any such chance grab it. Here I still am, and here you still are. Adrift and bloody driftwood, yes? In short, should any such chance grab it.
You'd swear the shark was smiling at you. You'd swear the shark was smiling at you.
Hello, missus.
The little boy looked...
You be careful. No, he's not. His daddy's a fisherman like most
They stare.
You're weird. We're waiting for...
He went swimming all the way...
Fort.
That's what I said. Fort Joy. He's going to find his mum and bring her back. That's right.
I think he's an...
Joe's a good swimmer.
Hello, lady.
The little boy...
We're waiting for Joe.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget.
I hope Joe doesn't smell when he comes back.
I miss Joe.
Hackles raised, the dog barks at the sand built up beneath the building.
There's something not right. Not like this.
The dog stares at a spot.
Sorcerer.
You're dead, Alexander.
Here, mister. Alexander doesn't have to stay dead, does he? Hey, whoa.
Cool. I think you look weird. See? You won't put a sword...
Dallas and her little Alexander.
I smell cabbages. There's sauce around here.
Alexander, you're dead.
Get her, Dallas. Get that sorcerer.
I won't surrender. I'm going to send you to be cured, sorcerer. You can stay there with the dirty lizards and Joe's mum until you're cured.
Alexander, you're the sorcerer, Mary Lane.
Oh, I'm always the sorcerer.
Might as well have brought it.
I'm
gonna
going
go.
now.
Mummy's
Mummy said
calling.
not to talk to strangers.
I don't care if we tear this place apart plank by plank. We will find him.
If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out...
Have you seen a human acting suspiciously near here? Grey cloak, grey beard, satchel slung over his shoulder? Blast! Well, if you do see anything odd, report it immediately. There is a foul creature lurking in one of these shadows, and we will... A sorcerer. As soon as we asked him about it, he fled. Who knows what he's done with our divine brothers? Why else would he run? Besides, we chased him to this fact now.
Bugger off, I'm busy. Grisha's still the favourite.
The dwarf peers at an expertly dissected...
Fascinating. Oh, my... I'm gutted. Nothing wrong with...
The dog sniffs the...
Something's wrong. I don't know, but there's something wrong, and it's underneath the floor. Easy if you...
What? You been needing something from me, lad? Decent, glad to it. Fugit, because I don't... No. Gods be buggered.
The dwarf leans in.
This fella runs along right. Hide in a barrel, your problem is he's...
You see a man. Well, he tries to ignore...
See here, scale skin. I'm very busy. The factory is crawling with magisters, and our shipments to Arks are held up. Time is money. Fish. This is a fish factory. I'm shipping fish to Arks. Now, please, there's the door. A sophisticated
A dark shadow...
Sometimes it finds you. That's an excellent point.
That dark shadow...
Not that I've ever met the man. Not sure I want to, if I'm honest. When you've been in business...
He glances up.
If I didn't ask you to leave before...
lady?
The little boy...
We're waiting for Jack.
Keeping it together, Bree.
Very fish, along with a large helping of ham.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over.
The dog lies there.
What are you looking at? I'm sick here. Get lost. Got a pain in the neck.
It flinches. A low, threatening... Under the collar, you find the sharpened points of... The dog gives you a long, hard... The dog goes to bite your hand.
Hey, I feel... okay. Thanks. Think I'll wander off now. Here, before I go, what can I do to show my gratitude?
You're safe among friends. Never forget.
The yellow clinky things? My master has those. He has lots. Master did. Huh?
He turns to his...
You bird!
Penny for a grieving beggar whose dog... God damn it! How was my livelihood? Penny for a grieving beggar? No. No. You wouldn't do that, would you? Oh, yes. You would do that, wouldn't you? I couldn't prevail upon you to change your mind, could I?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
He gives you a cool look. Then...
That's your luck. Go on, then. Get lost, you freak. Penny for a grieving beggar whose dog ran away. Got one on you, do you, sire?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it
Then
too much.
get out of the way. Penny for a sick dog. Penny for a grieving beggar whose dog ran away. Got one on you, do you, sire? Thank ye, God. Much obliged. Cheers. You're very...
He sees your clumsy feint.
Get off!
Nothing good. The void woken are everywhere. Thank the divine you're here to protect us.
Yes, of course.
Let it be known in the abs as were let the divine Dallas, the hammer. Hail to the...
Oh, they're blaming the ancient empire for Alexander's supposed death. The classic ruse of misdirection and rabble-rousing. The House of War is quite
incompetence. The Magister startles, realizing there's a stranger in his midst.
What do you want, lizard? You can't just come in. This isn't the ancient empire, serpent. Now answer my bloody question. What are you doing here? Well, yes. Catching, killing, I don't... If you see anything, tell... Well, stop wasting my time, then. Well, do you... Stop wasting...